What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the self-aware narcissist known as Mental Illness, and this is another episode of A Narcissist Explains. It's the series where I take my TikToks and YouTube shorts and make them longer. Today's episode is going to be about how a narcissist keeps you on the hook or likes to keep you around even if they find a new person. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thank you. So just because a narcissist or a toxic person finds a new supply or a new person to be with does not guarantee that they will leave the old person or their ex alone. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So I say this all the time, but no one person is going to be enough for a narcissistic person. They just won't. It has nothing to do with the person, nothing to do with the supply or whatnot. Just the narcissistic people need more than one person. A lot of narcissists have abandonment issues, so they like to have backup plans in place just in case this doesn't go the way I planned on it to go. So just because a narcissist moves on to someone else, they still need another person, a backup plan to go to, just in case this new relationship doesn't work out. So a lot of times a narcissist or a toxic person will break up with one person, leave them for another person, and try to keep the ex as a side chick or a side dude. It really all just depends on that narcissist or that toxic person, how they handle their lives. Because sometimes it works out for them. They'll demote somebody from main person to side chick, and the other person will be fine with it. So, welcome back, guys. Like I said, I'm Lee Hammock, mental illness, whatnot. And like I said before, if you couldn't read the text of that, it says, if they have a committed new supply though, you'll probably never hear from them again unless that supply runs out and they struggle to find a new one. So, like I said in my TikTok and my YouTube short and whatnot, that's not always going to be the case. Sometimes narcissistic people, toxic people, whatever, like to keep you on the hook, like to keep the old supply on the hook. Every situation is going to be different, but every situation is going to be different, but it's good. All of them are kind of similar to if we put aside our differences, we'll see we all kind of the same. No, but everybody's situation is going to be very, very personal to their situation. Like this person right here, I guess her narcissistic ex found somebody else and left her alone completely. Sometimes that's how it goes. They'll just discard you for somebody else and just peace out on you, and never to hear from you again, or you won't ever hear from them again. But the opposite can be true as well, where like I said, they move on. They find someone else. They secure new supply, however y'all want to put it. They find a new person, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they find a new person, but they keep you around. They keep reaching out to you. Simply because sometimes, and when this happens, it's always going to be different. Sometimes once a narcissistic person feels like they have you trapped, they'll try to secure new supply. Like if you're a woman dealing with a narcissistic male, or vice versa, they will try to get you pregnant or get pregnant by you in order to feel like they have you trapped. Because women, narcissistic people can do that as well. They'll get pregnant and then disappear on you, ghost you, find somebody else. Some people like, what they do? Find somebody else while they're pregnant? Yes, people can do that. They can do that. So literally, the world is a new world. So women do it, men will do it as well. Men will get you pregnant on purpose. Oh, you pregnant? Oh, we're gonna keep it. Oh, I'm gonna be such a great father. Oh my goodness. Once it gets past the date where you can safely end the pregnancy, they can disappear on you. Oh, they got you trapped. Now you can't get us smortion. Now you can't go that route. So they feel like they have you trapped. So guess what? You don't want to get rid of the baby. You can't get rid of the baby legally. So they go and move on to somebody else, which is crazy nowadays that you think about it. Like people will tell, I know a lot of narcissistic people lie, but they get new supplies and they tell the new supply, oh yeah, I got somebody else pregnant right now. They're 4 or 5 months pregnant, but I love you more. If they can discard somebody with their 4 or 5 months pregnant, what do you think they're gonna do to you? That'd be blowing my mind how people believe shit like that. Just like, huh? You got somebody else pregnant, they treated you so terrible when they got pregnant. You telling me you love me 2 weeks later, huh? So you're going to treat me better than you treat the mother of your kids and also your baby, correct? Because that's the way to get triangulation started, y'all. If they find new supply while you are pregnant or the old person is pregnant or whatever, they can turn that new supply against you. And they can turn you against the new supply because when little kids are involved, like infants, toddlers, they're unborn, that dynamic is going to arise where they are still, if the narcissistic person is not a terrible, toxic ass, evil kid abandoner, then they're going to be in their kid's life. And they're going to exclude you from their kid's life. They're going to be in their new baby's life, exclude you, but be able to talking to the old mom, be able to talking to the old dad. You can't say anything about it because are you hating because I got this person pregnant and had a baby by them and I just met you? That's triangulation because now you have a natural enemy. Now the two new women are enemies. The two new men are enemies off rip. Because the narcissist is going to be bouncing back and forth between people and things like that. And that's how it starts. So no, to answer your question in completion, you know what I mean? Narcissistic people, even if they have new supply, it does not guarantee that they will 100% move on from you. That's just the way it goes right there. There's not a guarantee that they will 100% move on. There's not a guarantee that they will 100% leave you alone. Because if they feel like they have you trapped, you are old supply. You still are in the harem or whatever, the narcissistic harem, where they can feel like they can go back to you at any time. So as I say, slow it down, y'all. Especially if you don't, yeah. We gotta stop getting pregnant by people we don't know, or getting people pregnant we don't know. Like, God, y'all, please, for the love of dear Lord. Like, I can't believe we still saying shit like this in 2022. You don't have to get everybody pregnant you sleep with. You don't have to not use protection when you sleep with somebody. Like, you hardly even know. Oh, we've been knowing each other for 3 months. We're already planning our family, and I'm pregnant already. Oh, they broke up for somebody else. They're in love with somebody else. They engaged to somebody else. They're getting married to somebody else while you're pregnant by yourself. So they're putting you through the ringer, causing you all this stress and struggle. So your pregnancy hormone, it's just a wild ride, y'all. So once a narcissistic person, or they can, like I said, or they can just get completely tired of you, discard you, and go about their merry way. That's also a possibility. You know, I'm just saying, like, just because a narcissist discards someone does not mean that they're completely done with them. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Because like I said in the video, narcissistic people have abandonment issues, so they need backup options. They need people to be able to move on quickly to, because like I said, narcissists are also codependent people where they need people. Narcissists need people to fulfill supply or different needs in their lives. So if you, like I said, if you abandon me, if you abandon that narcissistic person in your life, they need to be able to move on quickly, because you as a non-narcissistic person, you can heal outside. You can heal on your own. You can self-soothe. You can take care of yourself, and you can work on yourself. But as a narcissist, we can't do that. We can't heal on our own. We don't take time to ourselves. We don't need space. We go try to fill that space with somebody else, because we need other people to help us, regulate ourselves, or we need to have somebody else in our lives to be able to control or whatever. So yeah, it's not a guarantee, y'all. I'm just telling you, and sometimes you get demoted in a narcissist's life. Sometimes them finding a new supply is just them demoting you in the ranks of their life. They just promoted somebody else to your position and demoted you to their position. So you can easily go from main dude or main girl to main person or to side person. Be the person on the side. And so many people agree to that. Y'all be like, no, I would dare agree to that. So many people agree to that. So many people agree to that because the narcissist will viciously discard them. And y'all want closure so bad, right? So you need closure from the narcissist. Why wasn't I good enough? What's going on? Please give me some closure. And they give you closure by clapping your cheeks again. Like, you see how that works right there? It's like, here's the closure. Look, it's not that you wasn't good enough. I love you too much and I was scared. I'm not even in love with this other person. I'm not even in love. This person I'm just trying to fill a space, and I feel like I did everything wrong. I feel like, can I clap your cheeks one more time? And then y'all end up sleeping together on the side. Now you're a side person. Now you're hiding. You went from being able to parade your relationship around in the public eye to now having to hide your relationship. Huh? With the same person. Huh? You went from being able to go public and talk about it and all this stuff to now having to hide your relationship with the same exact person. So yeah, you can get demoted in a narcissist's life. Discard does not mean getting rid of, like, totally. It could just be a demotion in that narcissistic person's life, to where now you have to work harder to get their attention. You have to work harder to get their affection. You have to be a ride or die regardless. Like, you ride and die. That person, you a ride or die, and that person's just living their life to the fullest extent possible. You know what I mean? You living your life, they're living their lives. Like, put yourself first, y'all. So many people get caught up with narcissistic people because you put yourself last. You don't know how to put yourself first. You don't know how to say no. Your boundaries, or you have weak boundaries and things like that. So put yourself first. Learn how to put yourself first. Take care of yourself, because like, if you don't take care of yourself, the narcissist is gonna run off top of you, use you, abuse you, and then lose you. Because like, after a while, yeah, if they have new supply, after a while, they can keep you on the side, but they can also discard you. I've heard of people being on the side for years, y'all. This is not, I heard of people being on the side for years. I think the most I've ever heard a person being on the side was like 26 years. So let that roll through your head real quick. Like one of the very first one-on-ones I did was with a woman who was a side person for 26 years. So put that in your bag, be a pipe and smoke it. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I really, truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you. Mental Illness is out. Peace.